Welcome to another episode of the Spry Podcast. It is a very special episode. I am here with Estelle and Josephine, my kids. I'm so excited to have you here. Thanks for coming.
You're welcome. Well, we should come with you because, yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Well, I'm glad you're here because when I was pregnant with Estelle, I actually got that was the genesis of the whole idea for Spry, because I felt like we do so much to protect the dignity of babies, and we don't do so much to protect the dignity of the elderly. And so I started thinking about that a lot as I got introduced to all of this very cool baby gear and baby products. And I thought, why don't we do this with the elderly? And so I'm excited that, 10 years later, here you are able to participate.
I made this whole thing happen.
That's right.
Yep, I made it happen because my mom told me to do it. So that's good.
Awesome. So most nights we have what we call TikTok times, which is supervised TikTok. And Estelle and Josephine have curated the TikTok feed, which is mostly dogs, cute dogs, art projects.
Make sure they're dachshunds.
Cooking.
Definitely.
Yes, Josephine loves dachshunds. Viral dances, and like once in a while, Mr. Beast kind of gets sprinkled in there.
Don't forget about Dude Perfect.
Never forget
Dude
him.
Perfect.
There's the Mr. Beast sprinkle and the Dude Perfect
Dude
sprinkle.
Perfect sprinkle.
They're just like...
Well, sprinkled in one night, we saw a gentleman named Chris Punsalan. And Chris is a 29-year-old caretaker and content creator who is taking care of his now 97-year-old grandmother full time. And he actually started taking care of his grandmother in 2015. So he's been doing this for 8 years.
Since she was pregnant with me.
Yeah,
so.
That's right. It's been a long time. But he posted a video in 2019 of a day in the life of his experience being a caretaker for his grandmother, and that went viral and really created, a lot of his audience. And we happened to see like the video that went viral. And what caught my attention is that in this day in the life, you really see the practicality and matter-of-fact way that he takes care of his grandmother. So he shows, how he transports her around the house, eating, hygiene, like her dentures, going to the bathroom.
How to take a shower.
Yeah, bathing, putting on lotion. And so much of what he's doing is just demystifying all of that. We don't really think too much about changing a baby's diaper. We really shouldn't think too much about changing a 97-year-old's diaper either. We're all human. We're all deserving of dignity. And there's so much love between he and his grandmother. Like, it's so wonderful that this is what he's chosen to do after college. And I found out last night, actually, that he's actually taking care of both his grandmothers now. So he is one of our very favorite creators on TikTok. And I could watch their videos and just see their relationship all day because it's so sweet. But Estelle, tell us what you love about Chris and his grandmother.
Well, I love how he helps her thriving, even when being a senior. So even though she can't walk, he can carry her around and make sure she, just has fun and helps her thrive. Since she speaks a different language, he is always patient when he has to say things more than one time. So on one of the videos we watched, he said, "It's your birthday," and she's like, "It's my birthday," and he had to say things a couple more times. He was just very patient and didn't rush it. He makes sure she's healthy and clean, like my mom said, even though it may be hard. Like, they do sponge baths, and then they do a real shower every Friday. He always makes sure she is well fed. Her favorite little snacks are goldfish and animal crackers and Hello Pandas, and, just regular food. Even though she can't get up and exercise, he always makes sure she gets exercise by folding napkins with her hands. So at least a little movement. And he makes sure he knows what she likes and dislikes, like her TV shows, her food, and all the other things.
Yep, he really just keeps her busy and happy. And I love that he also really engages in a lot of conversation with her.
Yeah.
So while she's a little bit forgetful, sometimes he talks to her about her life. She was actually a school teacher and was a very giving person when she was a school teacher, really took care of her students. I also found out last night, and this will tie into what Josephine's going to talk about. So she's from the Philippines, and they speak a dialect called Kapampagan, and hopefully I say that correctly. But one of the pieces of feedback he says he receives a lot is from other older people in the Philippines that love hearing this language spoken because they feel like it's kind of a dying language. It's a very specific dialect of, people her age. And so it's very sweet that he speaks to her in English, but also in her native language. And again, their relationship is so sweet. So we were watching on the 4th of July. Grandma turned 97.
Happy birthday.
And we got some exciting news. So you guys are part of Generation Alpha. And I think one of the signatures of your generation is the love of merch. Yes. And we were so excited that Chris has launched a line of merch for Grandma. And so, of course, we ordered as much as we could because a lot of it was sold out. But Joe, tell us.
Only one piece of merch. Mommy, don't say a lot, okay?
Well,
so
So tell us about the merch and what each piece represents, because they're so fun.
So when he didn't even start making TikToks with his grandma, he put a giant sticker on a sippy cup because she couldn't drink out of like a Stanley.
Yeah, because they're heavy.
Yeah, they are heavy. And she has arthritis, so her hands, it's very hard for her to hold something with a handle because of her arthritis.
Yeah, so he put a ginormous sticker that said "Have a sip" on it. And he had that for so long, and that's been her cup since he didn't even start. So he keeps making these pins. This one says "Have a sip."
And it's her sippy cup, which is so
Yeah.
cute.
And so he said, want to try these? They're Hello Pandas. They're these little strawberry little cookies with chocolate inside. And she loved them. So he made
Who doesn't love the Hello
I know.
Pandas? They're so good.
I know, they're just so good. But he made a pin that is Hello Grandma. So that's another piece of his merch. Then her favorite snacks are Hello Pandas, animal crackers, and goldfish. So of course he made a little pin with the animal cracker bear with a little goldfish inside. That's one of my favorite pins. And so since she speaks a dead language, he made another pin, and she says Chooseday instead of Tuesday. So he made this pin that says Chooseday Almetas, and Almetas means Tuesday. And then, as Estelle said, it was her birthday, and she was like, Are you turning 30? And so, and she asked, How old am I? How old am I? How old am I? So he made this pin of her.
She's wearing a party hat. She's got like a little
Toot.
party horn. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so cute.
And he also made stickers. Like this one is a box of Hello Pandas and animal crackers and goldfish. And then he made one of the sippy cup with, of course, goldfish inside.
We also love water bottle stickers a lot.
we're always
That's
down.
a big theme in our household. So we got the stickers, we've got the pins, and I love, so the website and the brand is called Chooseday, Chooseday, which I think is so sweet, just because, we all make a choice every day. And he is choosing to really take care of his grandma and continue her legacy. And she's so sweet and is always so grateful and is just like, thank you. I love you. And he says it's really brought them, closer together. He grew up with her and it's been a way for them to stay connected. So yeah, we just wanted to talk about that because it's been such a fun find. And for me, it's really one of the only examples I've seen of the way that I think we should be taking care of our elderly family members.
Yeah, I think he really cares for her. He wants to make everything right.
Yep.
He helps her go to the bathroom. He helps her take a shower. I think that's just a lot of care.
Yeah. It's a lot of work, but it's a lot of love too. So
he's got some muscles.
He does have muscles.
Unlike Daddy.
Unlike Daddy, he's an old man and his muscles are noodly. I'm sorry we're talking about your husband, but his muscles are noodly. What?
Thanks for coming on the podcast and keeping me honest with my exaggerations and for sharing everything about Chris. So we'll link out in our show notes and hope you check it out. And will you take care of me when I'm 97?
Of course.
No, we won't care about you.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
I love you. Thank you for coming on the podcast.
You're welcome.
Okay.